Hey friends, this is Rodney.
What's up, fam? This is Lakiva.
Hey guys, I'm back. This is Ernest.
Hey, I'm back.
Hey to the now, it's Nasha.
And welcome to ConVo with Friendz. What's up, guys? And what's up, friends? This is your first time tuning in. You are tuning into the best podcast they are for entertainment, news, and comedy. Hands down. We talk about politics, talk about finances, personal life, religious views, and we have Republican Nasha here to keep us with our conservative values. And we have Ernest with the T, a.k.a. Messy Wendy, to keep us up with current media messy news. Well, yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in. And this is your first time. Just make sure you like and subscribe on whatever podcast platform you listen to us on. And if you are watching on YouTube, y'all subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's good that you watch it, but we need subscriptions, okay? Press subscribe. You can't give some money, press subscribe.
And don't forget our homegirl Lakiva.
I did. I mentioned.
Oh, okay, my bad. I'm back.
They know I'm here. They know I'm in the building.
I said Christian.
I took a week off. I'm sorry.
Yeah. See, look, don't be coming here the flow, Ernest.
Sorry.
Ernest said, "This is my neighbor."
I know. Look.
Making sure.
Look, I made sure to go around the room. Like, wait, Dad, have you seen about it?
He was that friend that signed in for you. He's like, oh, it's not her name. She's over here.
I am that
Yeah, the one that went late for work. Friend, clock me in.
Oh, he that dude, right?
That's good friends.
But yes, friend, if it's your first time, if you just want to sow a seed to the podcast, you can donate to us on whatever podcast platform listen to us on. But now let's get this show started. Okay, Ernest, what you got going on?
Well, guys, you guys know I'm back to do the sick shut-in and the people that actually passed away.
Oh, Lord.
So, as you guys know, Shock G from Digital Underground, the front man who did the Humpty Dance.
Really?
Yeah, he passed away at
the Humpty Hump?
Yeah.
He died?
He died at the age of 57 years old,
Oh,
guys.
Jesus, be covered.
That was young.
Yeah, that's very young.
Wow.
And also, I wanted to discuss this little boy. His name is Elijah Lafrance. He was 3 years old. He was celebrating his 3-year-old's birthday in Miami in a suburban neighborhood. And somebody came and shot in the neighborhood, and between 30 to 55 shots. And he got killed on his birthday, actual birthday.
So sad.
3 years
Did
old.
not deserve that. At
Yeah.
all.
Absolutely not.
On his
hope
birthday?
justice
On his
is
actual
served.
birthday.
Yeah.
So
He was
You know what's
way too
sad?
good for this earth.
You know what's sad, though? Like, again, when it's black on black,
yeah. Oh, I get it.
Yeah,
You're
we
right.
need to be making some
I
help.
don't see him. Nobody don't see it in acting
And
upset.
somebody need to tell. Somebody seen something.
Yeah. So if you have seen anybody, it's the police are offering a $15,000 reward. Just make sure you get that information to Miami-Dade County Police Department.
But you know what? I don't know if they're going to do that little G code what he talked about last week. That little bullshit G code. That's fine.
Right.
Oh,
I didn't want to say nothing for him
Yeah.
because he kind of pissed me off with that. But at the same time, because you a G code, you in this life, when somebody innocent died, you don't snitch because you in this life, and they're just an innocent bystander. But hey,
Yeah. And
what do I know?
I think the sad part is that the family was renting an Air. Imagine going to an Airbnb.
So they
guys,
was
to
from
Miami.
out of town. They
were
weren't
out
even
of town.
from Florida.
And somebody else was having an altercation, not even their family. Somebody else was having an altercation in another yard, and the person came and shot them.
Wow.
See, that's the bullshit I talk about. But
Yeah, so they were just on vacation.
yeah, Ernest, thank you for doing the sick and shut in. Y'all, please keep let's pray over the people.
Right.
And black people, do the fuck better. I'm sorry. Call me whatever you want.
It ain't that much dope or
We gotta stop
money
killing
that
each other.
Whatever, altercation, hate,
Disagreement. Come on,
disagreement.
guys.
I don't care political parties. I don't care who you voted for. I don't want to take your life and I want to see you dead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know?
But let's
Good
go on to
point,
something
Marsha.
lighter. I hope everybody week went good. Lakeepa, how was your week?
I had a really good week. I cannot complain whatsoever. Y'all know I'm always somewhere making some connections.
course.
So I am really happy to say that I got my second speaking part in this movie called Behind Closed Doors.
I love it.
I was
Ooh, behind
Judge
closed
Turner.
doors.
So stay tuned for that, guys. I'm really super duper
Judge
excited about
Turner.
that. Judge Turner is in the
Congrats.
building.
Is there some backdoor
I
action?
can-
Not in my scene.
Her door was open.
They going
so
stuck
she
the
don't,
back door.
so she don't know.
But not in my scene. I'm just making sure things stay the way it's supposed to stay. But I'm excited, and I also have a meeting scheduled with the producer, so I'm really super duper.
You look
Making
real
some
good. I saw
moves.
you.
You been making some moves.
I'm
sis.
I love it.
excited.
Congratulations. That's
I'm
amazing.
like, God, you be just blessing this ghetto chick. I'm telling you.
Yes.
I love it.
Ernest, how was your week, bro? When
It was amazing.
I saw you naked on the
I
ground.
wasn't
Not naked.
Sunshine.
On
Did
your
you go to
chest.
Florida? Did you
I
go to
just
Florida?
I had a shirt on.
Just had a little.
Yeah.
A little nip slip.
Yes, a little something, something.
Snippet, a little snippet.
Yeah.
But
A little snippet.
LA was amazing. To be honest, the weather was kind of like how it was here.
Okay.
It was a good time to get away. Before my Instagram account got hacked.
I seen that.
From 12K to 200 people now. People,
They shake them chests and they come right back up. You gotta be like this, Ernest.
yeah, I'm gonna have to watch Pete Valley tonight just to figure out how to get my
It sounded like we both went through fraud. Yeah. We weren't even
Yeah.
around each other. You see how connected we
Exactly.
are? Because I went through fraud that week too.
I heard,
Ernest.
I saw, and I heard. Yeah, but yeah, if you follow me now, make sure you go to Ernte 1984 and please report Ernte 84. Report it, and then block it. Thank you.
Okay.
I gotta follow you.
Give my friend his page back.
Thank you.
What
Yeah.
y'all using it for? Like, why you up
And they still got your pictures up too. That's the funny part.
And don't change the name to Ozzy. Ozzy 11.5K or
Give
something.
my friend his
11.something,
page back.
yeah.
We know that ain't him. That ain't you, Ernest.
Yeah, change the profile picture.
Yeah, somebody in Turkey.
But Nasha, how's your week going?
My week has been smooth selling, guys. I mean, I still haven't moved.
Well, girl,
But
It's
you will.
coming,
But
it's
you
coming,
will.
It's coming.
I know it's coming. But guys, I realized this week that I am part of press and I cannot be impressed.
Nasha.
My week was very interesting. It was
Okay.
I just feel like it enlightened me on a whole lot of things and what type of world we're dealing with. So I really appreciate being sitting at this table, and it's just been up and down emotions from excitement
happens.
to, oh my God, shit ain't working out. But now I'm back centered and I'm balanced, and it's a new week.
Yeah, I'm loving the look, the whole
Yeah.
Baduism look.
Give me Erica
Yeah,
Badu.
Ah.
okay.
You know?
What am I supposed to do? Well, what's up, guys? This is Rodney.
So with Rodney.
I know. Well, my week went very well. I actually have a book signing this week. I
Amazing.
totally forgot. It's
Another
on the
book
first.
signing?
Another book. It's at the Renaissance Hotel downtown. Yeah, so I'm gonna be having a public. I'm part of a panel, and I'll be selling books. So thank you to Nico, publicist Nico Too Good, for this putting on this Black Authors Matters tour.
Nice.
So I'm gonna be touring around the country,
Okay.
America, but I will not be going to Africa. I'm not.
Awesome.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
not there yet.
Okay.
okay.
So but I'll be touring. I am part of the tour dates that's in the U.S.
Nation.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah,
That's amazing.
so-
Congratulations.
Yeah,
That's
so-
amazing.
And also, you guys, I also got asked to be a part of a show in Atlanta. I can't give too much, but it's God is good.
Come with
nice.
it.
I tell y'all,
Come with the blessings.
when you are down and depressed, and then God has put a ram in the bush.
Put a ram. He'll
I
put a
wasn't
ram.
expecting that phone call. I said, "Hey, sis, like I said, ooh,
Wow, that's amazing.
it is paying.
Oh, that is
That's
Won't
even
he
more
do it?
amazing.
Won't he do it?
Won't he
Even
do
more
it?
amazing.
he would do it.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm glad everyone had a good week, interesting
That's
week. But
amazing.
friends, if you are going through stuff, and it happens to everyone that be up and down depressed, I just want to recommend everyone to really have a therapist. I know Black people are not taught to go to therapy because of past fucked up shit. I think it's very bad. Our family was not taught to do that. It's okay to say you need help. It's okay to talk to somebody.
I agree.
Don't hold stuff in. Don't let stuff just boil up, then you blow up. Just say if you feel some type of way, whatever it is, address it and it's okay to cry. I want to make sure I tell people it's okay to cry. I cry sometimes. People think I'm always happy. Hell no, I have crying moments.
Yeah.
And I dial up my therapist. Hey, bitch, can we talk? Because a bitch is going through.
Right.
But let's start off with let's go with the business of the week, you guys. And the business of the week is Cool Colored Kid Generation. Cool Colored Kid Generation brand apparel mission is to motivate and empower children, teens, and adults of color in the state of Delaware and throughout the nation by shifting mindsets to create positivity that inspires group and the community at large. Through our creative, standout design hats, t-shirts, hoodies, and street jackets, our number one goal for providing these products is to create a creative ripple effect that will leave a positive generational impact on culture. Their website is www.koolkkidgeneration.com. And their Instagram is koolkkidgen, and that's KoolKKIDGEN. And the business of the week again is Cool Colored Kid Generation.
Awesome.
Now let's start the segment. What I found was called Let's Chat, and this is what I found on good old Google News. And what I found on Google News, you guys, is something that's really, really crazy. But that we all talking about some goddamn gun controls. Let me tell you what's going on in Supreme Court right now in the Justice Supreme Court. In the words of what's her name? What's that girl name? T.S. Madison. Supreme Court. Well, Supreme Court agreed to take up major Second Amendment case. What is the Second Amendment, you might ask? The Second Amendment protects the right to keep and bear arms, okay? The Supreme Court announced Monday it will consider the scope of the Second Amendment next term in a case concerning a New York law that restricts individuals from carrying a concealed handgun in public. It has been more than a decade since the justices have ruled on a significant case concerning the right to bear arms, and the court decision to take the case comes in the wake of several mass shootings in the U.S. and the Biden administration pushed for enhanced gun regulations. Because, if they was under Trump, they didn't give a fuck about people shot up.
I know.
Let them niggas keep their guns. Okay. The court move also highlights the impact of Justice Amy Coney Barrett presence, okay, on a newly solidified conservative court. The Justice Clarence Thomas and others have been urging the justice to take up the issue. And just last term, the court declined several cases, okay? In 2008, the court held for the first time the Second Amendment, which protects an individual's right to keep and bear arms at home for self-defense. It's up for a follow-up decision 2 years later. The justices have largely stayed away from the issue, infuriating gun rights and advocates, and even some of the justices themselves. Within last month, you guys, there was 45 mass shootings with the last month for 2021. And before y'all answer, I just want to say, I don't think that if you are a judge, we should not care. Your political views should go out the window. You should not talk about you a Democrat or Republican. If you are that type of judge, you should not be sitting in the justice court because you are there to do the right thing.
Absolutely. At
the end of the day, I don't give a damn if you're a Democrat or Republican. Do what's right. And we had 45 mass shootings within the last month, you guys. So do y'all think it's okay for people to walk around with guns on their hips in public?
No.
I don't feel comfortable with that.
I know they can't come into the gym with guns.
Yeah.
And that's one of our rules, like no guns in the gym.
Yeah.
I don't care if you do have a concealed weapon carrier license, no guns.
You shouldn't be going to certain places.
Like grocery stores.
Yeah.
And
Put a gun on your hip. It makes people feel uncomfortable. If you need it, then that's a different story. But you just walking around just as happy as you can be with a gun on your hip.
Make like you a little scared punk bitch to me.
Yeah.
Like,
if you're not coming from a security job or you're not an officer, I don't think they should just be visible.
I agree.
Not for your home, I don't care. But like I was at the LA Fitness, I'm gonna call them out because I felt very uncomfortable. I even told the front, I said, "Why are you letting people here with guns?"
Right.
Like I don't know his temperament. I don't know. I don't get.
You don't know what may happen.
No.
Like you might look at him wrong. He could just shoot me. Like I didn't like that, and I said, if y'all don't change that shit, I'm changing gyms because that's not cool.
Fitness.
I would come to Planet Fitness. Look, because I felt very uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I was actually in a bar.
And he naked. You know how you wear your towel around your waist?
And you
got the
this
shit
gun,
in
like,
his
looking
towel.
Like,
Like,
what
you
are you
gonna come in
doing? Like, stop it.
to make sure nobody comes
That is uncomfortable.
You see this gun?
You said you better walk away. Right?
But
Oh my God.
some guys come into the barbershop like that too. I mean,
Yeah,
I was
they
in a
do.
barbershop one day and this thug guy, I wanted to say something else. He walked in with the gun and everybody else just looking around like it's all cool. I said, I'm about to get up out of here because I don't know what what your motive is, like what you're going to do. I'm out. If you shoot up this place, I'm going to read about it. I ain't going to be a part of the story.
Exactly. I'm not gonna be. Unfortunately, I heard they can read about me on the news.
Right.
For the looking shit.
That is for this weekend.
Hey, Doctor, what you say? I am the press. I don't want to be in the press.
So let me get this straight.
No, sir.
Low key.
Amy Coney Barrett, we all know who she is. Basically, the person that voted her in was Donald Trump.
Yes.
We all know that. All know. And the reason why I feel like she should never been in that seat, to be honest. There's so many that's more qualified people that was in that seat. Yeah. So that's why they're having these issues anyway. So she was like the fifth, she was the fifth person that was voted into that seat from him, from his administration.
Yeah, and then they was complaining about the Democrats gonna pack the house. I'll do
Yeah.
it too, cause it ain't fair. It need to be balanced. Like,
And you got to have somebody that's qualified in that.
yeah, cause they what I don't know what that lady name is. Please forgive me. She was a judge. That Obama tried to get in the office, and the Republicans blocked. They said because it's your ending and it's unethical for you to
I
do
think
that.
I know you're talking about. I can't remember. her
Yeah,
name.
I can't
Yes.
think of her name, but sister, I hope you get your chance. I hope
Yeah.
somebody do right by you. But yeah, that's all I have, you guys, for good old Google News. Kiva, what's going on your segment, sis?
Y'all already know conversation does what?
Rule
The
the nation.
nation.
Guess what's ruling the nation today?
What's up, sis?
Caitlyn Jenner,
Oh, Lord.
reality TV personality, transgender rights activist, has announced on Twitter that she is running for governor of California.
Really?
Now, Jenner has stated that her focus would be cutting taxes and repairing the economy.
She sounds like a Republican.
Let me tell
Well,
you.
get this. She has no political
Background.
experience, background whatsoever, but she has influence. So the question on the table, would she be worthy of your vote?
No, and reason why, because the Kardashians.
That was quick. My
Kardashians
God.
and Jenner already said over the weekend that they were not supporting her.
I saw that.
And on top of that, when she stated about her conservative ways, Kim was very upset about the fact that she stated about the police policies and the how she's going to go about, because she's extremely conservative. She's a Republican.
She can get my vote.
She
I mean, man
But
or
you don't live
woman,
in
she can get
California.
my
She
vote.
got not your vote.
she got your vote, but you don't live in California, so it really don't matter.
I didn't agree with her changing herself.
But
I would have been her daughter enough to tell her not to. I'm like, no, Dad, if you want to be gay, we're not going to have you on dresses, Dad.
But I don't care about the fact that she's as a trans.
Yeah,
I know.
So
I care about the fact that
No
she's
experience?
yeah, she yeah.
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna say this because one thing I did appreciate Donald Trump, and I find this very fun. I'm saying ironic that I'm saying this. I like the fact that he didn't come from a political background. Sometimes I think you need to mix things up.
I think so, too, because, you know, we all had that project and that assignment. I'm talking about like in elementary or maybe middle school. What would you do if you was president? And I think that explains Donald Trump's whole little ride. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Like, what would you do if you was president? What would you change if you was
But
president?
he did shake some shit up. I have to give him that. I ain't agree
No,
with
we didn't have war.
And he didn't
I
get
can go
fucked
down
by
the
his
list.
party. His party pissed him off. Fuck you. I'm gonna do what I want to
Created
do.
his own shit.
I'm the president,
Well,
bitch.
he's definitely leaning into what Donald Trump doing was about as far
But
as
I would not be
tweeting all
voting for
over the place.
Caitlyn Jenner. I don't.
I was waiting
see
for
it.
your answer.
I don't see it for her, but I don't. But I'm not against people who
Okay,
don't
you-
have any political experience. At the
Right.
end of the day, you live in this life, you live in this world under political people, so you know what the fuck you want to change. You see what's going. I feel like you. I feel
Good
like
point.
I work for a person who don't have political experience, who was active in community over politics, because you know what's going on, and you're not worried about lobbying and people trying to buy you and get you stuff to make pull that way. You actually care about the people.
You close to the
But
people in the
unfortunately,
matter.
I don't think Caitlyn Jenner give a damn about anybody.
No.
And I did not agree with her winning Woman of the Year when she first transition into a
I
transgender.
told you should be a hero.
I
for
didn't agree
trans.
with that because it was
Change,
like I don't.
change them right.
This how I feel, and I'm gonna go off a little topic real quick.
That's okay.
But I don't agree with like you want to be a transgender man. I don't care.
What about sports?
But just because you transgender one for one damn month, don't get it right to overlook all the women who did great things.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
all I'm saying. Not saying that she
Coming
didn't, but
from Rodney.
girl,
She has
you
a lot
ain't-
of influence.
girl.
She has a lot of influence. So
Caitlyn
we'll
Jenner
see.
gets a no.
if I lived in California, Caitlyn, you would get my vote.
We'll see.
So her tweet was about police reform,
Yeah.
and
That's my girl.
But have y'all seen the pictures of her?
she looks a mess. But anyway, I think that she should not become
I'm not the girliest girl either.
a governor.
I'll be trying.
I
I'll be
mean-
trying to look cute.
They already
no.
tried it with Arnold Schwarzenegger a few years back.
Right.
So and then you go on and so why continue having these celebrities that doesn't know anything about politics being in those types of
Influence.
places? Yeah.
I understand. I understand where you guys are coming from. I think everybody needs a chance for their voice to be heard, and maybe they
Her voice
can make
can
a
be heard.
difference.
I agree
Yeah.
with
Her voice is
that.
heard
I
on
do
Twitter.
agree
Maybe they
with
can.
Her voice is definitely heard on Twitter.
Stick to Twitter, right? Jump on over to Instagram, but nobody don't want
No.
you to be governor. Like,
Exactly.
no, stop it.
Caitlyn probably won't hack my account. To be honest, never know.
Child.
That's what's ruling the nation,
Well,
guys.
thank you so much. You know, Lakeith, you always come with a little
I
twist
be
and
coming
turn.
with it.
I just thank God I ain't about no goddamn fight.
That was how
Next time. I'm bringing a fight next time, y'all.
I was actually having to read something.
Stop
I said
it. We gonna talk about last week, okay?
Ooh,
Did you talk about
Lord.
a fight last week?
Listen.
We got
Off
invited.
Off the air.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna talk about
Yeah.
I
that.
was in the limelight.
Got it.
Y'all can talk about my portion.
Off the air.
Okay.
But not sure not
Oh,
got 5 minutes of fame.
What?
Yes, I did.
Oh, okay.
And I got twerked on by somebody I didn't know, and I had
Wait
to
a
look him up
minute.
afterwards.
Wait a minute.
He jumped off stage and
Uh-huh.
started twerking with me. No, I attempted to twerk with him, but I didn't want to make my team look bad, so I was standing there kind of stiff.
Okay.
No, you okay?
And I threw my arm for the hair, and I was gonna back up on it and drop it on it, but then I was like, my team's standing there looking at me. Then these cameras
You like,
all
I'm
around.
working. I'm
I
working.
forgot
I'm
about
working.
that. Thank you, Savvy Consulting, for
Yes.
inviting us to
Thank
that
you so
event.
much.
Well, Savvy
Yes.
Consultant and Celebrity Boxing.
Yes,
we
thank y'all
you
for
so
that.
much for inviting ConVo with Friendz to be a part of your media experience. It was really good.
And I forgot to say this. Our girl, our co-host, Lakiba, owner of magazine Living Day by Day, had her logo
Okay.
on the banner.
Won't he do it?
Okay.
Come
I
through.
forgot about that, sis.
Sponsored
I'm
that
glad
event.
somebody brought it up.
We had a
Yes.
she sponsored their event.
Nice.
I was
Girl, I
super
said,
excited.
our team is moving. I am so proud of you.
Celebrity
Congratulations.
Boxing, thank you so much. I appreciate
Yes.
the
What's up?
opportunity.
We might be covering you guys, so be on the lookout.
Right.
But, okay, Ernest, a.k.a. Messy
Here we
Wendy.
go.
What's going on with your side of the streets, bro?
Well, if you guys haven't seen Housewives of Atlanta, let's talk about it. The actual season 13 part 1 reunion came on Sunday. Anybody seen it?
I
didn't,
did.
but
It
them
was
my
very. I
girls.
turned off
What
within 10
happened?
minutes. It was boring.
That's why their ratings was down, piss poor, and this is the lowest ratings they ever had. But anyway, let's talk about. It was only like 1 million people that tuned in. So basically,
Wait, before you go, because I don't want our guests sitting here looking crazy. We do have
Yes.
the great producer Patrick Adonis in the building.
What's up?
How are
Welcome,
you?
welcome.
Yes. So,
Hey, what's up, everybody?
What's up?
so if you want to chime in, you can. We ain't at your segment yet, but I don't want you sitting there. He look
Absolutely.
like, hey,
Yeah,
You
definitely
can be a
chime
part of
in.
the show.
chime in,
Absolutely.
Patrick. Well, we gonna come to you. We got your brother.
Thank you
Patrick.
so much for coming.
Yeah.
We
Thank
appreciate
you.
that.
So as you guys know, the theme was a dungeon theme. That if you haven't seen the episode, they basically all the girls actually wore black, and also he's basically when he walked in, he said hello to everybody, Andy Cohen, and then he got right into it. He talked about the weight gain. I feel that was a stupid topic to talk about and start a conversation or start a reunion with talking about their weight gain.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Come on, Andy. Nah,
So he talked
that was
about
low.
because he talked about their weight gain. Kenya gained 30 pounds, and somebody else had gained.
Kenya?
Yeah, she gained 30 pounds, but she lost all her weight.
Wow.
Yeah, and then she got a breast reduction as well. She talked about that. So he basically kind of went into that. So there was very, like you said, it was very much who wants to watch this type of show because 15 minutes of talking about that was kind of pointless. Then he went on to ask the questions about Portia and her activists basically doing several different things as far as Black Lives Matters. And then
Wow.
it kind of got into a discussion about Kenya not being invited to the PSA. But they didn't show the PSA on
Wow.
any episodes. So why could discuss that at the reunion? You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So they didn't they discussed a PSA that was not actually shown on the actual season throughout the season.
Wow.
Then we led to Kenya and Drew Sidora arguing and fighting over kind of, to me, meaningless stuff. And then it led to Cynthia's wedding. And then,
I didn't make it that far.
okay. To be
They
honest,
need
I
to
gave
bring
it.
Nene back.
To be honest,
I ain't saying all that.
to be honest, I gave it a 7 out of a 10.
Oh, you
Um,
nice.
Yeah, I gave it a 7 out of
I gave
10.
it a 4.
And the reason why I
Need
say
to
that because
bring Nene back.
I did like the theme of the show.
Yeah, the thing was
The
cute.
theme was nice. All the girls looked really nice. If you want to break down the fashions, I think Kenya and Portia looked the best.
Yeah.
Drew Sidora had a prom dress on to me. But that's it. And Candy, I get the fact that she wanted to do the theme.
I give her A for being in theme. She was.
Yeah.
I
she
give her an
wasn't
A for
theme.
her costume, but
Yeah.
it wasn't actual for the actual attire.
What about you, Patrick? What you thought about the reunion?
Did you actually see it?
I have not watched it.
Okay.
I watched
You didn't.
Oh.
You didn't miss anything.
Shade.
And apparently, a lot of people didn't watch it either because they usually have 3 million people that usually stay
Wow.
that watch it, and was only 1 million people that actually watch it. So, Andy, you got to do better. I think they need to drop the entire cast and start all over.
I
They
think
need to bring Nene back.
No, I just think it needs to be a new cast.
Yeah.
I think keep Drew Sidor and keep old girl because she was good this season.
Yeah.
LaToya.
LaToya?
LaToya forever.
Okay.
They brought it.
Yeah.
LaToya made the season. I'm not gonna lie. I think LaToya and Marlo and Drew held the season down.
Yeah.
I think
like
when you
Marlo.
go from starting that type of show from actually being actual housewives, and now you just kind of just bringing anybody because they're celebrities or whatever the case may be, you kind of go from the, for me, it's just kind of like just start over.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kenya can stay. She's kind of,
Sound like they need some new faces in Hollywood.
yeah. Maybe you can
available?
audition.
Come on, now she better plug yourself.
Come on now.
Maybe you can audition. But that's all. What y'all, you didn't see it. You saw it?
I did not, but I'm sticking to they need to bring Nene back.
Okay.
I'm
You
sticking
need
to that.
support her.
But I don't think Nene's going to come back because of all the things that's happened. You can cuss Bravo.
Well,
out.
let's just see.
For them
filming
coins.
for All-Star for the
Okay.
All-Stars at the Islands for All-Star Housewives. She's down there filming.
Who is?
Nene, because she need a check.
Oh, yeah. But
She's not finding work.
Oh, yeah. That's true. But I thought it was just only 2 people, Kenya and Cynthia, that went.
No, Nene is spotted.
Okay.
Nene needs a check.
Okay. Well, that's good. Well, there you go.
Get them coins, sis.
Get your check.
Get your check.
Well, thank you so much, Ernie, a.k.a. Messy Wendy. Now we're going to Republican Nasha. What's going on your side of the street, sis?
Hating it now. Other than being twerked on by celebrities.
Peter
Back
Guns.
to that.
Peter Guns was in the
like,
building,
Peter
guys.
Guns was
Well, I've
with
been
Nasha.
watching-
Working on Nasha.
He jumped off stage. I think it was my energy because I wasn't really trying to tune into him, but I was just like out there, whoa, Black
What was
Rock
Nasha was
song.
swinging
But
it.
he
Was
was
he
hyped
rapping?
up, though. He was really hyped up,
He
though.
jumped on stage after him and Cisco got into the scuffle.
Okay.
He jumped on stage. See, I know a little celebrity news. It's like, but I look these people up after I meet them, thanks to my team. I don't know none of these people until I go home and Google the person. I'll be like, oh my gosh, I was twerking with this person. But anyways, yes, my week has been, okay, just make a long story short. I want to say happy birthday to my grandma, my mother, and my son. I'm just going to do my grandma's was on the
happy
19th.
birthday.
My
Happy birthday.
mom's was on the 21st. And my son is Thursday. He will be 15. So I would like to say happy birthday. But other than that, getting my little limelight on. Guys, I was so excited. Then I looked him up and I was like, oh my God, I'm about to be like the 4th wife? Oh, shit. That's a little too much to
Mom.
You
handle.
Google him for real.
But Lisa, we don't want no more kids. So that's a good thing.
Okay.
But no, I'm just joking. Good luck. Good luck on the boxing match. You made my week. Okay, so hey now, Columbus, Ohio police killed Micaiah Bryant, 16-year-old who was attempting to attack 2 others with a knife. So he pulled up on scene, seeing a belligerent, irate person like chasing people with a knife. And I guess what's in news right now is, okay, he's going to be the next cop that's going to be, locked up for... indicted for, shooting his girl on sight, basically. When is enough is enough. I'm not taking sides. I'm somewhere in the middle. I'm going to play the judge here. I want to say rest in peace, Micaiah, for one. Your life was taken way too early. And I do have some questions. I mean, why was she in a foster care? And I also wondered, did she have mental issues? Do our cops need to know how to handle people with mental issues instead of just... firing off as soon as you walk up. But I know now what happened was the neighbor caught the whole thing on their security camera, guys.
Oh, wow.
The whole thing. Like, they seen where she was like being the aggressor.
Yeah.
So when he pulled up, he felt like he had to do what he had to do. The thing is, of course, we have those wokes that come out. I'm sorry, guys. I'm talking to y'all in the room. But anyways, we have people that's extra woke but don't really dissect the issue and they just throw it into like the race category. But guys, if it's saving a life, saving 2 lives and having to take 1, that's sometimes the police have to make those quick decisions. Not saying every decision they've made them been right, but they have to think fast.
Yeah.
But they also need to learn how to de-escalate issues without physical force and without shooting the gun off top. I mean, shoot the kneecap. Shoot the kneecap. You ain't got to kill people. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure she would have been scared if you just would have shot in the air. Okay.
Right.
Police jobs are very challenging. Many times they be in situations where they have to react fast. Part of reforming the police is teaching them how to de-escalate issues without getting anyone hurt. You know, let's calm this situation down without you being the aggressive. You're turning into aggressive. Now we don't feel safe anymore. Okay? In this case, yes, 2 people's lives was in jeopardy. Every case is not about race. What if Micaiah was the real victim and she was being picked on by the foster people and the foster, and so being that she finally clicked, you could only picked on people so long, so now she's chasing people with a knife, looking like the aggressor, and he comes up on the scene, and I watched the video, like it seemed like he didn't really. I don't know if they had already called him and told him what to expect, but he basically came on the scene and was like, seeing these people getting, but he was like, pow, pow, pow. Yeah. And I'm like.
That was his first reaction.
And I'm like, dude, we got to do better. Like, as in people, period. We got to do better. So recently, LeBron James posted a meme of the officer with the caption, "You are next." And I guess he got backlash for. I mean, that was his opinion. Mm-hmm. You're not saying that you still got to go to trial. They have the whole footage. Like, the neighbor's camera caught all of it. Y'all, my feelings are so hurt because I do have a teenager. I have a son that will be 15, and we are working on tempers. We are working on filters with him. He don't have a filter, and I think I said this, and I'll be like, son, you can't always explain yourself in anger. You got to know how to articulate and communicate with people, letting them know, hey, you really, really, stepped on my toes, without being angry and lashing out, because you could be the aggressor, and then next thing you know, the police is coming up thinking that you are the aggressive. Yeah. And then, you finally. So, guys, I don't know what to say. It's, I don't want to put this in the category as another George Floyd, because that man was deliberately killed, pressed down, killed. But do we need to take the police guns? Because, it's places like England and London where their police is walking around with no guns.
Yeah.
Do we need to take the police guns? But what's going to happen is when we continue to not trust the police and the police continue to act out without thinking, they're going to remove the police, and what's going to come in? The military. And that's when martial law is going to start, guys. It's like we're heading towards those days. It's building up there. Now, police do have rights that should not be taken for granted. The rate that this is definitely going to be like a martial law situation. I see police giving up their jobs because they be like, you know what? I don't have any rights anymore. You know what I'm saying? So right now I'm just right there in the middle, because I am Black, and I understand the people in my community. How I'm trying to really say this without, offending anyone, because I am a Black female.
Your truth.
I am a Black female, but sometimes, guys, we be walking around with these attitudes. We just got to respect one another. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's better than nobody, but when we see that blue, they have signed an oath to serve and protect, but also be authority over that current situation. Not saying they always right, but I would rather get that badge taken away because he was being a dick and he was being a racist and he was talking slick. I'd rather get that badge taken away that way instead of losing my life trying to prove in the mix of the argument that I'm right. Make a long story
short. So do you feel like he should have, how do you feel? You feel like he should go to jail, or do you feel like, what's your thoughts on that?
Good question. I'm somewhere in between. She should not have lost her life, but I mean, me walking up on a situation like that, I feel like I would have tackled her. I probably would have hit her with the guns at her head or something. Calm down, calm down. So
you feel like the first reaction he had was actually to shoot her and kill her. That shouldn't have been his reaction.
And they was running around like they really had already been stabbed. Like, you should have seen that they was overreacting. To me, I felt like it was just. You was supposed to be washing dishes. Micaiah, I wish you just would have washed those dishes, clean that house.
Oh, yeah, I saw the foster mom said that.
Yeah, and then the real mom even stepped in and was like, oh, she's not a bad person, da-da-da-da. But I'm like, dude, she got some mental issues? Because, I mean, you chasing people with a knife, that looks bad. So the police feel like he has to defend, the 2 people that's in danger.
But why she's in foster care?
Yeah, but I think the bottom line, the police really need to learn how to de-escalate.
Yeah.
Rather than always pulling your gun and starting to shoot someone. they have to have more of a respect for life.
I don't agree with this. So at
What you got?
first, when I saw the video, okay, I was like, fuck 12, lock his ass up.
Okay.
I wish was every black person in America thought, because we get killed so much by police officers.
Yeah.
But once I saw the evidence from my eyes and what I saw from my point of view, so from what I understood, what was told to me and what I have read, that this girl's getting picked on by somebody and they all came over the house to jump her.
Oh,
So
okay.
the parents called the police to de-escalate. So like, come out here, they trying to jump my daughter, blah, blah, blah.
Got it.
Now, as you see the officer walking up, you see the dad literally kicking a young lady in her stomach. This is the police walking up. Could you imagine walking all this crazy stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and just imagine walking all this crazy stuff. And then, on top of that, now, you don't call the police. I think the parents failed. That's why it's the parents' fault why this little girl life is gone. Because if I call the police, sit your hot ass down, let them. We are not going outside. While we outside fighting acting fools, in that case, y'all say handle it by y'all damn self. Period. Now, if police walking up and it was my mama, my daughter, my sister, I don't care who was right and wrong and different. Say my goddamn daughter life, shoot her dead. So I don't know if y'all want her to stab the little girl to death, or do you want him to shoot her dead? It's not
Got
a good.
it. Okay.
Either way, somebody's life would have got taken. She was literally running around about to stab this girl in her stomach. So it what makes me mad with Black Lives Matter, with not the Black Lives Matter, but the people who always these woke people. Like, that was not a Black Lives Matter issue. That was either lose a life or save life situation. Which one was you gonna pick?
So basically, she was about to stab the other.
She
girl.
was about to stab that girl. If that was my daughter, shoot her.
Yeah.
Shoot. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be funny. Shoot her. You're about to kill somebody right now.
Oh, I get it.
You are there. Now, he was there to protect and serve, and that's what he did. I'm surprised he didn't shoot the daddy. Because, he walked that shit. It was crazy. It was a big brawl.
So should we shoot to kill or shoot to stop?
Shoot to kill. When somebody's life is in danger, now when somebody fighting, don't shoot nobody.
Yeah.
But when you see somebody with a knife, which is a weapon which can kill you, shoot to kill.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, the parents failed because why you letting your daughter run outside with a knife? You should stay your black ass inside. Period.
That's why me and my nigga could be fighting. I ain't no police calling ass bitch, because just because we having this altercation, like me and my brother done been fighting, like fist fighting. I would never call the police on him, because he gonna come and he's gonna be the person that end up dying just because we had this little off the family feud.
Right.
And that's what it sounds like. It was just a family feud that just went
cops
bad.
Yeah.
And maybe she was the misfit of the family and the one that talks.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate. I'm not saying it's very unfortunate. It's a very unfortunate
But everything don't fall in
situation.
the
But that's not a Black
category.
Lives Matter situation to me.
Got it.
Yeah,
So if I was a juror and they were trying to arrest this cop, I would have been on the stand saying he was right for what he did.
Whether he's white, black, or whatever. Like, let's stop dividing white, black,
He had to
blue.
stop her from attacking.
Yeah, somebody would die that day, period. Period.
But it's a lot of that going on. It's too much fighting, and we watching. Well, I'm sorry, we just left a fight, but
Okay.
All righty
Okay,
then.
so
That's good stuff, Nash.
yeah. So that's there we have it, y'all. I don't know what to say about this world. I don't know how I
Well,
got
before we
brought
go,
into media.
Ernest or Patrick, y'all want to give y'all 2 cents or no about the situation?
Oh, well, from when you learning just what you just stated, I mean, I agree with you. So, yeah.
In the context of the situation,
Yeah.
I would have to say that I will graciously disagree with you. I think that Black Lives Matter is 24/7. Police officers from the 50s on up to today, they are trained. It's systemic. They look at black as evil. I left an event before getting here. I saw 20 white kids hanging out at Howell Mill near Jenny's ice cream shop, running around, all that stuff. No one said a thing. Had it been 20 black men or black men and women, it would have been cops would have come over there. So I think there's an issue with black is seen as bad regardless. And I think what has happened in this country is that people have almost brainwashed people of color to see each other as bad, to condition us to feel that, oh, well, that's fine. At the end of the day, cops see black people as bad. So a reaction, yes, I understand what you say in terms of, yeah, sure, let's shoot her because it was self-defense, but let's look at this through the lens of Dylan Wolf walked into Emmanuel Church, killed 9 people, and was escorted to Burger King.
Now that, but that's the thing. That's the thing we gotta do. We gotta separate the
You
two,
can't
in my
separate-
opinion, because that's why I feel like we have. We can't. This is a real good. We have to close this, but like that's why I feel like we have to separate feelings from actual facts, because that was me about to get stabbed. God damn it, save me! I'm being for real. Please save me. Like it's sad all the way around, and I agree. I have police officers in my family, so I'm not gonna say every police officer. And I know good white cops, so I'm not gonna say every cop is bad. But we have some rotten apples who make police officers look real shitty right now. And unfortunately, because we in all this turmoil, because we are getting killed for no reason, which we have plenty of cases. But to me, for that one, we're gonna have to agree to disagree.
You're
and
hired,
that's
sir.
okay.
What are you doing next week?
That's that's okay.
We have a spot
but that's
available.
why we have conversations. That's why we have on here come with friends. Like we don't have to always agree, but we can respect each other's opinions
that's
and leave it at that.
Yeah.
That was a great point, though.
Yeah, but I
Great
love
point.
your point. I get what
Yeah,
you're
definitely
saying.
a great point about that. Yeah.
Yes, but we gotta hurry up and just on talk. Producer Patrick. Okay, so we are now at the segment called Whack Ass of the Day. And whack ass of they go to the U.S. Congress. I'm sorry, and this
whole
for the
Congress.
Dems and for the Republicans.
whole Congress.
The whole justice system. Okay, because we don't have a bill for not having an anti-lynching bill in place. This is horrible. It's not. It's a crime, but you don't really like. It's not like federal for like a big offense, and that's an issue for me. I'm sorry. When I just watched Billie Holiday movie, it is really like me being from Mississippi. I don't know if I shared this on the podcast before, but my cousin back in 1945, my grandmother's first cousin was dating this white girl. And they were both 15 years old, kids having sex or whatever. Mm-hmm. The parents caught them having sex. My cousin ran home from their life. Like, can you imagine white people chasing you?
Yeah.
Okay. Ran home from their life, ran into mama's house. These white men came into my auntie house, dragged him out the house. They didn't do nothing. They watched them grab their son out the house, saying, "You raped my daughter, you nigger lover." Calling his little girl, "You nigger lover," and talking about, "You raped you ruined my little girl." Hung him on the tree in front of his parents' house, cut his penis off, stuck it in his mouth, and set him on fire, and nothing was done. And this was in fucking racist ass Prentiss, Mississippi. Nothing was done.
Wow.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Could you imagine running to your house and you can't, as a black person, can't do anything?
Yeah.
Because that was the type of area you was living in. And unfortunately, like Patrick said earlier, we do have cases like that. We do have some place in Mississippi where I don't even feel like driving. That's in Clarkdale, Mississippi. They had a first integrated prom in 2009. It's some places are still back in time, you guys.
Yeah.
And how people
And
got
people
off,
still think like that.
yeah, and how people got back off in the day. Black people own a lot of land, but they gave their land up to get their child out of trouble.
Yeah.
Like, it was a lot of fucked up shit that happened. So I'm not ever gonna say like black people don't go through bullshit, because I know it's deep rooted in my family. But for this case, whackers of the day, U.S. Congress, fix this shit. Fix it. It needs to be fixed.
So you mean I can't whoop my own child, but there's still a bill that doesn't make lynching wrong?
Yeah,
Horrible.
But I can't whoop
you
my
can't-
own child.
Exactly.
exactly. But the police can come and shoot your child, beat your ass, and all that kind of shit. Nothing done.
I'm like, I better whoop my child for y'all shoot him. I better beat him side his head before y'all shoot or kill him.
Or
He
lynch
better
him,
have some
because
type
now
of
it's
scare.
not a bill in place for that.
And I tell my 15-year-old, you got to be scared of something, son. You can't just be walking around here like you ain't scared of nothing.
You do.
You do. You got to know how to have filters out here in this world.
But that was
That's-
whack ass
wow.
of the day. We actually,
Lord.
but y'all, we actually gonna have a segment dedicated to black stuff. Where we gonna talk for the whole podcast. I feel like we have a lot to say, and every time we touch on this, we all gotta go because we gotta do stuff.
I know.
But now, on to the segment called The Conversation. We have a great guest here today. I haven't known Patrick for been watching for over 3 years now, and he has a great stuff going on. So let me tell you about Patrick Ladonis, who is writer, creator, actor of the hit Atlanta-based series called Scales. An interview can either be with just him or his crew, producer and director, if you all are open. The season of Scales come with taboo topics that all genders stay away from, regardless of sexuality. So, producer, black man, Patrick Ladonis, please tell us about who you are and what is Scales.
Sure. I am Patrick Ladonis. Thank you for that, Rodney. I appreciate it. I am a multi-hyphenate content creator, and my series Scales that is here in Atlanta, season 3 is out on YouTube. Check it out. And Scales is a show really about balance. It's about people, everyday people that are just trying to find some kind of balance in their lives. I think creatively what I tried to do was create characters that really could universally appeal to anyone, despite some of the lead characters being, if they had to be identified as a LGBTQ plus character, they are, but that's beyond the fabric of who they are. They're complicated. We're all complicated. We're all messed up. And that's literally what these characters are. Everyone's messed up and they're just trying to make it. So we're all on a scale.
And you he actually had a watch party that we were invited to, and I went, and Remy is a mess. But what's interesting, you are the writer and you play the main character.
Wow.
So how do you shift gears with doing both?
Well, I think it's easy for me to play Remy. Well, I wasn't supposed to play Remy.
Are you Remy
in
real life?
I am not Remy. So I can say happily why I love Remy. Remy's an escape for me. I mean, I actually, on Friday, April 23rd, I just celebrated my 19-year anniversary with my husband. So
can we get a hand clap for Gay Black Love? I'm here for it. Damn it, because I need a husband. And I find a husband.
Me too.
So it's fun. It's fun make believe. I mean, I will say, as a writer, I do write from a place of experience. So some of the experiences that Remy and his friends go through are either things that I experienced when I was younger or stories that my friends have told me. So be very careful about what you say around me because
you're gonna put it.
I'll put it in the story.
Right?
Hey, I got some stories.
So make sure we don't tell you anything because you're gonna
Right,
put it in there.
for sure.
Okay.
But another question for you, Patrick. So you are a phenomenal producer. You're what do you find is good equipment at? Like your equipment is A1. The quality I really feel like is outdoing YouTube to me standards. I really feel like you need to be like a Issa Rae. I'm not lying. Like the storyline is just that good. I've been watching season 1. And the way you grew it from you was like, we had 10,000 views. You were posting every day. You are a hustler. And it went from 10,000, 20,000, 50,000. He broke 100,000 views. Wow. Like that is something to clap about. So
absolutely,
it's amazing.
How do you just get that momentum to be like, I have to do this. I have to do this. I have to do this.
Well, I think it's one of those things where, as a creative, if all of you are creatives, how you're able to just naturally connect. And I've been able to sit here and enjoy all of this. I got my whole life here.
Thank you.
But for me, Scales started out as a passion project.
Mm-hmm.
And again, Issa Rae was influential in that because I watched Awkwardly Black Girl on YouTube.
Me too.
Yeah.
And I said, if I was going to do it, I was going to do it right. So season 1, I remember when I met with the team that was going to film it, I said, whatever you do not make this look like some PBS shit. Like, nothing against PBS, but I don't want it to look cheap. I don't want the mic hanging into the thing or whatever. But the Zane and the team, they understood. They caught on to the passion that I had for it, which was contagious. And so then I said, each season that we tell this story, it has to elevate. The acting needs to get better and the quality so that people really want to watch it. And so literally season 1, it was good. It was okay. Season 2, we stepped it up a little bit more. And then season 3, we just went 4K Netflix ready crazy with the filming.
Wow.
So I think that too, just the growth of everyone, the characters, the music, everything, we just took it to a next level.
That's amazing. So I have a question. So coming from someone who has dived into film for almost 2 years now and currently a line producer, talk about the financing part of.
Sure. So I tell everyone season 1, because again, this was me stepping back into something that I haven't done in many years. Fun fact, I think Rodney may know this. Coming from Mississippi, I was in A Time to Kill back in '95 with Samuel Jackson, Matthew McConaughey.
I've watched that movie
Yes,
like
I
100
was.
times.
I was
Amazing.
I was the militant teenager that set the Grand Wizard on fire. Like I threw the Molotov cocktail on the roof all the time.
Wow.
That was him.
But
Wow.
I know good people.
I see that.
but from a line producer standpoint, I knew that when I was gonna create season 1. And to get people to buy into the vision, I had to invest in myself. So season 1, I funded all of season 1. And it's kind of like, if you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
So I had the premiere for season 1, and we ended up having over 300 people came to the premiere at the Gathering Spot. And people was like, we want to see more. And I was like, well, I'm glad you said that because I'm doing a fundraiser that at
People just
crowdfunding.
come to put some coins in.
Right.
Investors and sponsors.
So season 2, we went from season 1 was like a $5,000 budget. Then season 2 was funded by crowd. We raised over $10,000, and we were to do season
Wow.
2. And then season 2 did really well. And then hustling, getting those investors, and that went from 10,000 to even more to
I
fund
love it.
all of season 3. And we have funding for season 4 and 5. So
And,
Congratulations.
when you went to the premiere party, they
Congratulations.
gave you a nice gift. I mean, it was really good, and I was really laughing because can I talk about what I saw? Okay, I just want to make sure but
I'm going to stay friends.
yeah.
What can I
But,
say?
What did you see?
No, that wasn't bad. But it was like in a scene, because I know one of the actors too. We actually work out
Kenya,
together.
what did you see?
And he was sleeping with a guy and the girl, and then what made weird to me, the girl was like kind of getting upset. I'm like, you initiated the threesome, and now you feel the type of way because you found out they actually liked each other. Like, explain what was the writing behind that?
well, first of all, that is a true story. So that's something that I wanted. Again, I'm not going to tell who it was, but
Yeah.
that was
Telling my business.
but
He's gonna write it.
Right.
I'm too late.
since season 1, I knew that that's where that story was going to go because I had mapped it out already. So, but what I wanted to do is I wanted to tell the story of, and it's really not even about. It's about Black sexuality because a lot of times it's so taboo. It's like, oh my God, that's gay, or we put so many labels and stereotypes, which I think put Black men in a box. So for men that may have those feelings, that's why you get so many DL brothers because they can't be transparent and be honest. And so we try, because Scales is like a dramedy comedy, so we wanted to make it a little bit light. In Rebecca's mind, she knew her fiance always talked about his workout buddy. She thought, oh, well, he always talks about him, da-da-da. They don't hang out as much because I've come back in town. What's wrong? I want to repair this romance. So then she gets the idea, it's Atlanta, I'm young, hot, whatever. I'm going to really treat my fiance we're going to have a threesome in the intent of this is going to be me getting all of that pleasure from my fiance and his workout buddy.
And they were messing around.
And that's why in episode 5, she says, I watched you have a full-fledged threesome with your workout buddy. And she overheard them talking about, he's like, oh, had she been cool, we would have done this all along. But as Rebecca tells him, it's not the fact that David was a man. She says it could have been a man or a woman. It's the fact that you lied and didn't tell me. And I think a lot of times we don't allow ourselves to be that honest with our partners about how we're feeling or what we do. And I mean, everyone has their own belief about it, but I think we put so much pressure on people to be or to love a certain way to where we discredit, because Caleb even admits to his fiance that night they had was one of the best nights of his life, not because it was David there with him, it's because he got to do that with someone who he loves. His fiance was there and they were in that union together. And I always feel like no one has a right to judge your relationship because they're not in it.
Exactly.
So you write
I do agree
your
with
own
that.
rules for it. And that's kind of the trajectory of the story was to show that type of openness in a relationship, and let's really talk about it. I hope that episode is a conversation starter. Episode 305.
So
Yeah,
is-
it really is.
So,
like,
are there any particular networks that you would like to see Scales like shopped on and viewed on?
Netflix or anything?
If that were to happen,
It
definitely, I could see us right on Showtime right before the L Word, The Next Generation
I like
comes
that.
out, because I
Okay.
feel like
Got a
our
place.
show is it's diverse cast enough to have that mix, but I could definitely see it too on HBO. I think premium cable is where
Yeah.
scales were like. Cause there's a lot more I'd want to do. But
I wanted to
would
see the
say-
sex scene. I want to see booty cheeks, titties, and all that. Because like you had it like the way she set it up, she was so seductive. I'm like, oh, and I'm like,
I need to
shit,
see
we
that.
can't see nothing because it's on YouTube, you know. Like,
Yeah.
but that's a good thing. You talk about diversity of a cast. Why is it important when being a producer?
Why having diversity is so
Yeah.
important? Because I think diversity representation matters. We want to, we get excited about seeing when we see other people that look like us.
Mhm.
Season 1, I intentionally there's a character, Kevin Keller. He's Asian American. I wanted him to be Remy's love interest, and he was a part of a white household. And it was like, well, he doesn't fit the character description. I was like, let's throw that out of the window. Let's tell this story, because I've never seen on any television a black man with an Asian love interest, same sex. The only relationship I've ever seen was Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan in Rush Hour. So we hadn't seen it. So I wanted to push that envelope. Let's showcase that. David Ramos, the friend that Keenan Green.
Yeah.
He is his sister is Latino. In season 1, she spoke Spanish to him. I thought that was so important because that's the world we live in today. It's about the diversity and its inclusion, its equity. We show up in everything. And so I always want to tell stories that reflect what America really looks like and not the lens of what people think it should look like.
Yeah,
So
well,
where do you see your show in 5 years?
Oh, well, 5 years. Well, I will say, I don't know where I see Scales. I will say, Scales is going to be ending soon because I've written the ending. So I kind of pulled like a Shonda Rhimes thing. Like I knew how the show was going to end.
Okay.
So we're ending at 5 seasons. So, I mean, I guess I can start plugging it. This summer, I'm starting my new web series. It's called Spades, and it's a total opposite of Scales. Spades is sort of like a spinoff of Scales featuring Kim. She's the younger sister in Scales, and it's Spades, which stands for Single People Are Dating Everybody Stupid. So spades. And so it's about people running into spades in Atlanta. So she and her friends from Clark, and there are a lot of misadventures in dating men around the city. So
well, let me go put my little hat in.
Yeah.
Let me go a little acting in.
I need to be in that. 'Cause I'm already part of
That
Spades.
actually was my question. Like, where do you get your actors from? Do you have personal relationships or a casting team?
we a cast. I backstage and backstage, Facebook, Twitter. When we did auditions for Scales, we put everything out on all those, and then with one of the producers and the director and 2 of the DP and one more person was a part of the casting team.
Nice.
Awesome.
Yeah, but before I hate we got to close out this segment.
I
'Cause,
know.
is this really nice for people who want to be in your shoes? Because I mean, I don't expect you are doing very well. Like, I don't know if you feel like that, but you are doing very well. You had a whole pack house at the gathering spot, a big ass room, and you had it full.
Wow.
I walked in, they had to pull me up a seat because I was kind of late. So I'm just being real. Give us 3 things that you want every producer or writer to do before they start actually trying to put on a production. What are 3 important things?
One, I would say make sure you have the right people in the room with you, like your tribe. I definitely believe in finding your tribe. I mean, Shirley, who's the director, Zane, who's the editor, and Jacob, the DP, we were all total strangers until I met with them at a Starbucks and started telling them about my passion to create Scales. And we now talk you would know that 3 years ago we were total strangers. So make sure you have that tribe. Second, I think make sure that you're creating or telling your story or wanting to get a story told because you are actually passionate and you care about it and you want to see it happen at any cost. Like I was not going to let anything deter me from creating Scales, hence why I invested in myself in making sure season 1 got made. And last but not least, make sure you know kind of about the business. Like make sure you get someone or go on YouTube, get those documents in order, get people to sign that paper because people can flip the script on you if you don't have something in writing.
Amen.
So I would strongly say make sure you do those things before you jump out there and start creating your stuff.
So we don't want you to go. We have another segment we want you to be a part of. But where can the people follow you, find you, pitch an idea to you, or whatever? How can they find you? Look you up.
Sure. You can find me on Instagram. My Instagram is I am Patrick Ladonis. You can check out Scales the web series on YouTube and just type up Scales the web series and subscribe.
Yes, and do you have a donate? Can people still donate to it?
Oh yeah, you can always donate. The website, if you go onto the YouTube, there's a link on there if you would like to contribute to make a donation, or if you even want to talk about maybe co-producing. I will be adding a new co-producer for the 5th and final season. So
you better look over here. You better look over here, co-producer. Yes, God.
But Patrick, we're going to definitely have to bring you back. Wilson, thank you for coming on and just being a beacon of light. For one thing, the reason why I really want to interview you, because you are a black man, but you are a gay black man who are doing great things. And you didn't make, even though you are, sometimes gay people make things all gay, he made sure that it was very diverse. I think it was very important that you being a producer, that you had different elements, different angles. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Like, Remy with a white man. Oh, Remy with everybody. So I want to tell you guys, to me, Remy's a little bit of a hoe. To me, I'm going to be real. But, I love it because Remy can be like an everyday person. Like, he is just so damn, he's so confusing to me. Like, that's why I love the show. Like, he with this person, mad at this person, fucking this person. Like, he's like... He's everywhere. It's real life.
Well, Rodney, I want to say, when you look at a scale, one of the premise of the show Scales, and I mean, I won't say, Remy's all over the place, but if you think about it, we get on a scale. A scale tells us everything, right? We get on a scale to weigh ourselves, to lose weight. We get on a scale to weigh fruit, everything. But the one thing that you can't put on a scale is your heart. And I think Remy leads with that, and he never gets it weighed, and he's just on a search for something. And he, as you've seen
Remy's a Scorpio.
He just reacts. He reacts to everything, and it gets him in a lot.
He reminds. If I had to put Remy as a zodiac, he'll give me very much Gemini.
Oh, okay.
To me.
And I'm a Gemini, so I'll take that.
See, I knew it. But you guys, just make sure y'all like, follow, and subscribe, and donate. Goddamn, donate, okay? But yes, that is the end of the segment for Patrick Ladonis. But he will be sticking around for the letter. So we are now coming to the segment called The Letter, read by Nasha.
The letter. Hey friends, I hope you guys pick my letter to read. I love what you guys are doing. Y'all my weekly getaway from life. Here is my dilemma. I have been bisexual since I was 18. I am now 33 years old. I am going to be getting married to my fiance in August. My fiance does know about me being bisexual. However, he doesn't know I have been sleeping with my female best friend for the past 8 years. Now, she is threatening to tell my fiance that we have been fucking. If I don't call off the wedding, what should I do?
Call off. Sis, you ain't got your mind together.
Homegirl's gonna tell.
I say you should tell him. You should definitely tell him. I like to spill my own beans. I throw myself up on the bus if I feel like, because I cannot keep a secret. I can't be nervous around people and just feel like being like, I tell all my business because I want y'all to know my true self. Like, and then I feel awkward. I get home, like, why did I tell them people that? But it's like, I want people to know my authentic self, and I just can't go on marrying this man. Even if she allowed y'all to get married, that's something I would have to clear out before I got married.
Right.
I mean, it doesn't look like it's gonna be a wedding, to be honest.
Maybe we can just have a threesome, if she's with it.
I don't think it's gonna be a wedding. I think once she tell it, or
they gonna be like, you've been bringing me around. You've been
for 8 years. You've been still sleeping with somebody else for 8 years. That's a long time.
She probably was around before him.
Sound like she
was 8 years, right? Exactly. I mean, sis, you got to find out what you want. You got to find out what you want to do. You cannot.
Even if it was
play
a
with
poly
emotions.
situation. I mean, he didn't agree to that.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So
Make a
Remy,
decision.
how do you feel?
I would two things of advice. One, I would suggest watch the HBO Max show There's No I in Threesome, which is about a situation similar to what you're going through. And last but not least, not to be shady, sis, but watch Scales episode 305. And then just dig into that conversation with
I'm
him.
gonna
And
watch
be like,
that.
that's what's happening.
That's gonna give an answer.
Yeah,
That's how you give an answer. But I want to say this. This is why I don't like dating bisexual people. Because I feel like when you are truly bisexual, how can one gender fulfill your needs when you are truly bisexual? And unfortunately, this happened to us. Like, she loved her best friend and she loved her man, who was her fiance. And now the best friend feels like, wait, what made
Did the best friend want her?
But what made me mad with bitches like this? You knew what the fuck it was for going on 8 years, bitch. Like, you knew I had a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
But the part, the marriage, when she said I'm about to marry him, that's the part. That's
you knew your position. Like, come on now, you the best. You probably in this man's face, laughing a lot of
heart got
gagging.
into it. So.
Then they scissoring in the bathroom, like.
Well, apparently nobody's gonna be married.
But I think that she should tell her fiance. But if the fiance does leave her at trifling ass, I think it's well deserved because. But again, to the fiance, you put yourself in a predicament. You cannot satisfy one person who is bisexual. Therefore, a man approaches me talking about I like girls and females.
And she better hope he ain't listening right
Bye. Like,
pick it.
I can't satisfy you. It's already hard.
Choose, yeah.
It's hard competing with men. I'm gonna be real. Randy got 19 years. Goddamn, I can't get one. Okay, so I am not gonna be competing.
Get a
I
week.
commend you on that too, being in a committed relationship because it's straight
No,
people
committed
that's not
marriage. Can you say marriage? That's
committed marriage.
Not
Yeah, I
committed
commit-
relationship. Marriage.
It's straight people that it's not that committed. So it's not what you do, it's how you do it. As long as you do it with commitment, that's my love.
Well, she ain't doing with commitment. Homegirl, I mean, you gotta
Obviously.
you're trying to do too many things. You're trying
Right.
to have a relationship with the man that you're about to get married to, but also have a relationship with your friend of 8 years. I think if you decide to get married, don't tell him, which homegirl's gonna tell him regardless.
Absolutely.
So tell him in advance before the marriage. I mean, it's not gonna be a marriage, to be honest. And then maybe can get with the homegirl. Get
your mind right, sis.
Yeah, but again, the
Yeah, it
bisexual
do
people
get-
stay the hell away from Rodney. Okay,
It do.
I am
Your
not
mind
with
right, sis.
bisexual men.
Any relationship you can get cheated on, but I think it gets confusing in a bisexual situation because you don't know who that person's going to cheat on with. Like, what is your type? Like, when you think about your mate, you got to be like, okay, I know my mate is not going to cheat on me with this type of person, but when that person is bisexual, now don't get me wrong. Like I said, I have had a past, but when I was dating girls, I was only dating girls. When I was dating guys, I only dating guys. Now I'm not dating anyone. But it do get confusing because then you be thinking like your girl, like for instance, I was dating this, I always say a little piece of mind. Friend, I tell my business because I hope it helps you, but I caught myself dating a stud once, which was the worst experience ever. But I was committed to her, but y'all come
Remy
find
gonna
out,
write about it.
she was having sex with the African, the tennis shoe man, the purse man. And she was a stud. And you wouldn't think that she liked the men like that. And it was crazy because that got confusing. And that's
she was cheating on you with a man.
with a man. She
Looking
was
like a
stud,
man.
And she was the stud.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know.
So what I'm trying to say is when you in those sticky situations, you don't know. Like, I'd rather just see people gay or straight as well. You know, even when I lived that life, because it gets too confusing. You don't know who your mate's going to cheat on. Like, is he going to be with a woman or I don't know what he like. You know what I'm saying? Like, when he's not with me, like, I don't know. I don't want to be, I want to know that I'm with somebody that loves me. I want to know that they, you know, but anyways, make a long story short, friend, I could talk about my situations.
I hope you take that dress back. Make sure
No,
you
still
call
get
all
married, but
those
tell
people.
him the truth. Don't let nobody else
I
tell
don't think
him.
she get married.
She's not getting married. I'm
She's
sorry.
gonna still get married.
Friend, you can still be our friend, but you're not getting
I
married.
think he loves
It's
her
over.
enough
The
where
relationship
if
is
it
over.
comes from her,
Wait, we missed a key point, Donasha. Let's be real. She's been fucking her best friend
8 years.
for
her,
8 years.
Her best, like, you introduced, this is my good friend. Now, when he gone, they scissoring, licking, everything. And you telling me I'm going to be okay with that? They might be doing it in the house. You don't
in the
know
car.
what's
They
going
doing
on.
it at the bachelorette party
Like, I'm
right
thinking
now.
about all that. Like, girl, you got to go.
She didn't say how long her and her fiance has been together. So it sounds like this young woman has been in your life longer than your fiance. So maybe it's a new day. Maybe that's who you should be marrying.
Exactly.
But you got to make your
Marry her.
mind.
Like, really.
But you got to make up your mind because you don't want to hurt feelings.
Get
you
your
know what I'm
mind
saying?
right.
She's in love
But
with
does
blank
she have to
period.
make up her mind?
If he's down with it, no, she
I'm
don't.
asking
No, she don't.
But he don't know though. That's the
He don't know. That's the issue for me. He doesn't know.
yeah.
I said, hit it from the back while I eat this twice. Give my husband.
No, don't.
No, I should go and close us out, sis. Close us out.
Y'all know I'm funny. I'm over here monk. My life is so boring. Honestly.
But girl, your past.
Everything.
That's why that's why
You need
my
to
monk
listen to
there.
her.
Close us out, Nasha.
Go back and you had about 5 different shows.
Pretty much.
With Nasha.
Jeez.
Oh, y'all. That's why
I'm calling him Remy Patrick.
Right.
Goddamn. Patrick.
That's why she need to close us out.
meditate. That's why I pray and meditate, y'all. Try to get the spirits out. Pray for me. Okay, friends, there you have it. I hope we was able to give you some advice to move forward with this situation. Tell them. Don't let nobody else tell them. Tell them.
Yeah.
Okay, friends, there you have it. If you have any questions or have some advice or you want to give out some kudos and congratulate someone on their amazing accomplishments, feel free to reach out to your friends here at ConVo with Friends. And you can email us at convowithfriends with an S podcast@gmail.com. That's convofriends with an S podcast@gmail.com.
All right, you guys. Well, unfortunately, we are coming to the end of this great, informative comedy, heartfelt show. And if you are enjoying this content, you guys, on whatever podcast platform it's on, subscribe, give us 5 stars, comment, tell your friends. Let's grow with other friends, and let's keep this thing going because and also donate. I am tired of giving y'all free content. I'm gonna lie, we give y'all good shows every week.
And please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah.
And that's one of the biggest things. And subscribe, leave comments or whatever you have to do. But definitely when you listen to the podcast as well, outside of any other platform, make sure you go and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well.
Yeah.
And
Bring
don't
them
forget
coins.
to bring those
And
money.
donate.
Bring
And not
them
a
coins.
dollar. Where's the camera? Not a dollar.
Share,
5,
like,
10,
Bring
follow.
20.
your money.
Share with all your friends.
You guys got PPP loans. You guys have got your
Stimulus
refund
check.
checks,
Come
all
on
kind of
now.
checks. So make sure that you donate more than $5.
But make sure, I do want to say thank you to the ones who have given, though. We love you, baby. We love you here,
And
baby.
keep giving.
Come on with friends. And keep giving. You can
Not the
be
song.
combos giving.
He watched The
No
Voice last night.
matter.
Keep us going. Keep us going.
But guys, you can find us on Apple iTunes.
iHeartRadio.
Spotify.
Pandora and all major platforms.
There you go. Well, hey, friends, this is Rodney.
What's up, fam? This is Lakiva.
Hey guys, this is Ernest.
Bye for now. It's Nasha.
All right, friends. See you next week. Bye, guys.
Hey,
Bye.
guys.
We love y'all. Be blessed, guys.